Most of us come from work, sit down, check our phones, and it's exactly 6:47 p.m. And somehow we already feel behind. We feel lazy, we feel like we haven't done enough yet. Actually worse, we feel like we haven't even started. But I've been pushing hard for the last 2 years. I tried the grind mindset, forcing it. I tried turning every night into a second shift. Like I always have something to do after work. And I can honestly tell you that this is what you're feeling right now is not laziness in particular. It's just that you are depleted, your soul is dry, and yet somehow, after work, you are expected to become a chef, an athlete, a creator, a partner, and a financial genius before midnight. I want you to take all that and think about it seriously. If you wrote that as a bullet list and handed it to a stranger, would you expect full delivery? Of course not. So, brother, why the hell are you expecting it from yourself? I'm not telling you to lower your standards. I'm not doing that, and I'm definitely not asking you to do it. But what I'm saying is we need to understand how this happens, why this happens, and what I figured out after trial and error to actually do something about it. And in case you don't know me, I am Henry from After Work Theory. I am a millennial, I work full time, and I'm trying to stay passionate in a life that keeps making people tired. And here we keep things simple: gameplay in the background, uncomfortable truth in the front, and now we are ready to get right into it. So let's get in. First, let's state the obvious: nobody is lazy after coming from work. And you are feeling this way because your soul is dried, because working in any job for 8 or 9 hours takes your tone, takes your patience, your posture, your fake smile, your ability to care, and your ability to make decisions after the shift ends. And by the time you're home, you are spiritually dehydrated because everything you have been doing at work, you have been doing it for others, but when you want to do something for yourself, you don't have the capacity for it because you spend the whole day performing as a worker. And then the online gurus who tell you, yeah, you have plenty of time after work, they completely ignore the shit you've been doing in the work and then expect you to instantly become a chef, athlete, creator, a partner, and you instantly become a superhuman who can handle all that by himself. And that's what the pressure is coming from. I mean, honestly, let's say that you are doing office work and your manager asks you to do a huge spreadsheet that everybody will forget about in 3 days, right? And then you come home. Do you expect yourself to be wanting to work on more spreadsheets? Want to do more work than you already done? Come on. That's insane. So that's the first thing that is going on. And not only that, it's because of this same stress that's coming from this long ass work, because your mind is transitioning from productive mode to survival mode because you've already been depleted and your mind wants the fastest exit from stress, from bills, from expectations. It goes to food, phone, gaming, corn, Netflix. Your mind wants anything that says, I don't have to be anybody right now. Right? And honestly, it makes sense. When your whole day is controlled, your night then becomes your rebellion against that work that you have been subjected to, in a way. But most people don't rebel upward. If you think about it, like, can I tell my manager to shut up and take the spreadsheet as is? Can I tell the CEO that you're making grave mistakes here and you shouldn't have done that? I don't think I can. And so what happens is that they rebel downwards. So in a way, so you cannot control what happens upward, but you can control downward, and then you kind of rebel downward. And that's kind of the reason why freedom is not built here. It's to escape discomfort, the discomfort of being at work that you are not pleased with. And most after work habits are not this is not laziness. It's just these are tiny escape routes from a life that keeps asking too much of you. It's just tiny escape routes from a life that you're not satisfied with. Here's what I have been doing about it, and I advise you to do the same because it made me better at managing my time and better be productive to build my freedom from this whole structure. First, we need to stop demanding greatness from our tired selves, okay? Let's build a fertile after work environment. Here's what I mean by that. I'm not saying to just relax and do nothing, okay? Here we need to lower the friction. We need to make doing things easier over time. Now we are understanding what was going on, how it is going on, and now we want to stop the bleeding. We want to reverse the current state in which you sit on the couch and start scrolling. We just need to make things easier to do here. Like to solve the cooking thing, for example. To cook a meal, you will need to get fresh ingredients and then chop them all, and you will have multiple tools to use. So you need to wash all that. And so, generally, cooking a meal after work would take an hour and a half from me. Okay. So, what I did instead was I figured that if I, on a Sunday afternoon, I cook a huge meal, same meal that I want to cook, it's just like two times bigger. For example, if I wanted to have like some rice and chicken and vegetables, I cook all that in one big pot. I have a small kitchen scale. I weight exactly 200 grams, like a plate. I put them in and then in the freezer. And whenever I come home from work, I just grab one and throw it in the air fryer for like 15 minutes, and voila, I have fresh meal every time. Now, if I want to have something light on the side, let's say a salad or yogurt, I can just have that. And I only need one plate to work on. And so I went from wasting 10 to 12 hours a week cooking to only 2 hours a week cooking and eating fresh and eating healthy. Another thing, for example, since like me personally, I partially work from home. My work unfortunately follows me from my original shift. Okay, even like there are messages getting to me right now as we speak, and today is Sunday, and so my workout is already determined. But at the same time, my after work is also capped and determined. Let's say I work from 8:30 because I had my meal. I'm already done by 18:30, right? Like by 18:20, by 18:25, the plate is already being eaten. I ate the whole thing and I am satisfied with my meal. Okay. Now it's 80:45. Now I'm dressed and I'm ready for a run. I go out running, or I have workout, or I can work out at home. By 9:30, my whole day is, and of course, I have my clothes ready to do that. Okay. All that can be done. It's just when you want to repeat it daily, you will find out that you are wasting all of your time doing absolutely nothing. And it is costing you a lot. Even if you don't want to be productive and you want to have fun, you want to go out, you can't, because you still have some responsibilities to do. But if you do, like if you think on a weekly schedule instead of daily schedule, then this change becomes drastic. The point here is to make things easier every day, to lower the friction, to lower the steps that you need to do something. Okay, same thing with creating content, by the way. Like I already prepared the script and everything, and I'm just ready to plug in the mic and talk because the environment allows this to happen. And so don't ask your tired self to become powerful and do everything again and again and again. Build an environment where your tired self can still move easily. All right? That's my message. It's as simple as that. Even if you don't want to have a productivity thing going on with it, let's say that you just want to have fun and just relax, you will be able to relax better. You will be able to do things that you want to do better. You'll be able to do things that you want to do and enjoy them more without overthinking and without limiting yourself to a certain time. But at the end of the day, you still need a way out of this miserable after work. Resting and giving up are not the same thing. And my message here in this video is to never surrender, don't give up, just organize a little bit, and you will be more ahead than what you actually think. Okay? We need to survive this work thing. So get your head into it. Don't let the work dry out your soul, because your soul may be dry after work. That's fine. But don't leave your future thirsty too, because you're still gonna live today and you're still gonna live tomorrow. So focus on what you can do and what you can control. All right? That's it for me in this video. Stay safe and take care.